Okay, check out Juanita's BJ. Now, this one's a 1979 or a 1980. I have no idea, but I know it's in that gap. I know that because it's a B engine, but it's got the fuel tank under the cab. It's got the square bezel. Now, that only happened in 1979 and that finished in 1980. So without the plate, I can, from those two things, I can date this one to 1979 and 1980. And it's got the little 4-cylinder B engine. Now, I don't know its history. I know that Juanita owns it now, and I know that Juanita loves it. She's hands-on, but she's called out to Mr. Landcruiser to look after a couple of the bigger jobs. Now, we don't send out disc brake kits. We don't wreck enough cars to put them in the post. We save them for our workshop if you're interested. And Juanita was interested. She's booked it in, and we've done the disc brake upgrade on this one. So that just pretty much involves, we use the 40 series disc brake off a later car, plug and play straight onto this car. We upgrade the booster because it's got a drum brake booster. We upgrade the booster, the master, we do the bearings, the swivel hubs, the tie rods. We go right through steering and braking system, new calipers, new rotors, new pads, the lot. And 12 hours labour and then the job's done. But while it's up here, Juanita wanted suspension as well. So Mr. Landcruiser has put a terrain tamer kit under there, and it is lovely to drive. Of course, I've only driven it on the bitumen. I haven't four-wheel drived in it, but it's just such a pleasure to drive. It rides, it's quite firm at the moment because they're brand new springs, but it was too soft and too saggy beforehand. So when this goes home, Juanita's gonna poo her pants. It's a whole different car altogether. Now I want to show you under the bonnet. I'll kick it in the guts because under the bonnet is the little four-cylinder B engine, and they're such a pleasure to drive. So I took my daughter to school in this one. It's an 80k an hour zone, and I get it up to the 80k's, and the little 4-cylinder 4-speed hums along. Let's kick her in the guts and lift the bonnet. Now this one is a glow back. The earlier diesels, if you don't know, you don't just turn them on if you're into your modern cars. You got to glow, you got to glow them glow plugs. So you turn the key back and she heats her up, and I'll count to about 5, and then I'll turn the key forward and start it. Oh yeah, BJ. Actually, I'm gonna hold this one. Look at that. So let them light in there, and she's a little B engine. Absolutely beautiful. Again, she hums along for a little 4-cylinder. The car's quite light. Now this engine only came in the short wheelbase in Australia. You couldn't get it in the long wheelbase, so it's around a 2-ton vehicle. This engine pulls it really nicely. You'll also see this engine in a diner and other vehicles, and the engine is also it's got Daihatsu written on it because Daihatsu were owned by Toyota in the day, and so a lot of things cross over into other models of cars. This one, they didn't come out with a dual battery system. Somebody's put the second battery here, and the airbox originally didn't sit there. It's been extended and moved forward so we can have a dual battery. So now utilising, it's quite busy in this engine bay, but we've utilised, or one of its previous owners have utilised the space really nicely. The only other real thing you can see new here is, again, the brake booster and the master. It's all been upgraded for Juanita's disc brakes. So she's gonna love that. Now about the vehicle, outside this one's very, very basic. It does have 1984 chromies on there. This model did not come with them. Obviously they're 84 wheels, so they've been put on there, and someone's put the original bar on. This is a genuine bar. This hasn't been here too long. Somebody's put a front bar on this one, the genuine bar, and the genuine number plate holder. I can tell it hasn't been there long because it's still got the Toyota sticker on there, brand new. And check out them number plates. They've even got the Japanese writing on there. This is a New South Wales thing. Apparently, let me know in the comments, but apparently with the personalised plates in New South Wales, you've got to rent them, you've got to pay every year. Us Queenslanders are really lucky once we've purchased them. We own them, but can't blame Juanita. She just loves the look, and doesn't it look great? That's the exterior. We've got some roof racks up here. Chuck the surfboards or naughty kids or whatever. And that's the exterior. Let's go take a closer look inside this little BJ. I bloody love this one. There's pretty much nothing to talk about in here, and that's why I love it. It is just so plain and simple. It is just left alone. Somebody's owned it and somebody's used it. You can tell they've tacked the radio to the outside of the dash. There's a gauge on the floor. Just, I don't even know if it's connected or not. It's not in here to do the wiring. Richard saw a couple of loose things when he was going over the car, and he just consolidated them, but that's not why it was in here. There's no door cards, and there's a few little issues with the door. That's because Juanita was working on this, and when it goes back, she wants to do it herself. So it's not a Mr. Landcruiser thing. This is just plain, beautiful, simple, basic. Someone has done a new hood lining. This is not original, and they've done a really nice job. And over the years, my bum's parked on some seats that have been recovered. This one's still got the original flooring, nothing at all in the back. There's some power in the back just to run your fridge or whatever, but no seats. Just a plain, simple, cool little car. 1980, 79. That's it. Sweet little walk around about a BJ. This one leaves us now. The truck's actually here. Juanita has not driven it. She's over the border, so this one's going back to New South Wales where it lives, and I can't wait to get the feedback how well it skids now and how well and comfortable it is with the new suspension. Again, it's brand new, it's a bit firm. We love the Train Tamer stuff. Read in the forums, try and pick something negative about that suspension. Train Tamer suspension rate really, really well. This is a lovely car. I've told all the fellas in the workshop today, I don't own one of these, Richard does, and I'm a little bit jealous. Next time the farmer has one for sale, I'm keeping it for me. I love this thing. BJ40, 1979, 1980, who knows?